Man, look who I just bumped into, man, on the first day. He saw Will Smith and Will Smith, right? In
Will
Gemini
Smith
Man.
and Will Smith. Excuse me, you're not being interviewed, Fly. Okay, Gemini Man. Gemini Man is a movie by Jerry Bruckheimer, and I thought it was going to be a very nice action movie. It was indeed. It has a couple of scenes that have a lot of action that are very nice that I knew. There's a motorcycle scene on the film that's everything.
Right.
However, the plot, I think it was very weak. Will Smith's performance was great. Mary Elizabeth
Winstead.
She got a great performance, great actress.
She was in The Thing, the remake of The Thing, and she was in that Scott Pilgrim versus the World, if you remember. I don't know.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Benedict Wong, great actor.
Right.
Great performance, very funny. There was a lot of serious moments, and he made them serious and funny at the same time. Great performance. I was very happy with it. However, I think Jerry Bruckheimer has some of the best movies of all time, and I don't think this was close to any of them. For those of you that don't know, Jerry Bruckheimer, Top Gun, Jerry Bruckheimer, Con Air, Jerry Bruckheimer, The Rock,
Sean Connery, Nick Cage.
Yes,
sir.
Armageddon,
Bruce Willis,
Pearl Harbor. Which a lot of people, some people didn't like, but I think that movie has some of the best performances in the history of movies.
Yeah.
It was very, very emotional movie.
And Jerry, and I'm sorry, Mr. Bruckheimer worked with Will Smith before. All the Bad Boys?
Yes, the Bad Boys.
And Bad Boys 3 coming up, probably?
Yes. It's called Bad Boys for Life. It comes out in 2020.
Yeah.
And he's directing it as well.
Yeah.
However, this movie, maybe, I think the plot was weak. The plot reminded me a little bit of a video game that I played, and it has been a series of video games. It's actually up to 5 parts. I think it's 6 or 7, because it's 2 side stories. It's called Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
And it's the super soldier, like the best soldier in history. They clone him and they make, clone soldiers out of him, and great story. But I think they might have copied some of this movie out of that story. It was actually a Konami Hideo Kojima game.
Right. Man, you know your stuff. Let me tell you something.
Absolutely. But they didn't utilize. I don't think they built this story the way they were supposed to. I think it dragged too long. I think it lasted too long. And being PG-13 didn't actually help it. They didn't help it at all. They couldn't show a lot of stuff being an Assassin's movie, PG-13. No.
I hate to interrupt you, but I just had a thought. Sometimes that'll happen. You just mentioned games and all that, and like I said, you know your stuff. You just started a brand new channel, right? It's called Games.
It's called Games and
capital N, capital N.
Yes.
Reviews. The number 4.
The number 4.
All. Right. Games and reviews for all.
And we have a channel, and we are actually on Instagram as well, where we review collectibles, video game systems, technology, and movies.
Nice.
And you're a reason why I started that channel, Tony, because you've been, religiously doing this for a while already, and I appreciate,
And I appreciate you, man.
Well, thank you. And everybody, come and watch this movie.
Real quick, just do we synopsisize the plot or whatever? It's Will Smith, he's sent back in time or whatever?
Well, listen, I actually got notes.
You got notes?
I'm kind of a geek, and now I am...
You? A geek?
Yes, I am a geek.
You're king of all movie geeks.
And I am proud to say I am a geek. So Gemini Man. Gemini Man is a $138 million movie.
Right.
Will Smith is playing the character. His name is Henry Brogan.
Okay.
And Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she's supposed to be like an agent who's doing surveillance on him.
Right.
And he quickly figures it out. He knows that she's watching him, that the government sent her. So the movie starts with a mission. He goes to Budapest, I believe it is, and he kills a scientist. But he's under the impression that he's killing a terrorist. Then he finds out later on, like one of his best friends, that no, you didn't kill a terrorist, you killed a scientist.
He better not be in Budapest for this whole movie, man. He better be in America.
No, he's in America. He's actually in Georgia.
Okay, all right, good enough.
So he goes to Budapest, and So he kills the person. Then you find out that the person was a biologist.
Okay.
Rings a bell? It's a movie about a clone, so it's a biologist. So the person is the one that created your clone.
Were you able to enjoy the movie while writing that book report?
I can chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. It was a good movie.
All right.
It was a good movie. Great action. Have a couple of scenes, that action scenes, a motorcycle scene that was everything. Then had a shootout scene that.
I like shootout scenes.
You can tell that it was special effects. It was not real bullets, but they did a real good job. The only thing I did not like is that I think that the younger version of Will Smith, that which actually looked like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he doesn't talk like he used to talk 20 years ago. Like, you know, they messed that up. Like, okay, you're an actor. You're supposed to go watch some film and act like you acted 20 years ago. Nah, okay, you look like yourself 20 years ago, but you don't talk or act like yourself 20 years ago.
Parents just don't understand.
And we change, we evolve, we become more mature, and we change how we speak, and we change how we walk, and we change
for yourself. I didn't mature.
We all do. It's part of life. It's part of life. You get old.
Yeah.
And I think that also that when they were using the CGI to do the facial technology that they use so they can make him look like his younger version. They actually had too much shadow in his face, like they try to make it on dark scenes and dim the light a little bit, so you couldn't tell, you know, that it was actually CGI. But everybody knows that it's CGI. You can actually tell.
Of course, you can't fool.
You can't fool everybody.
Especially you.
It's not like this is not a movie like The Fast and the Furious when Paul Walker died at the end of the movie, and they made, I think it was one scene with his facial, or what's the name from Star Wars that died? And they did one scene or two scenes where, because they had already almost completed the whole film.
Carrie Fisher.
Yes. But in this movie, it's the whole movie, so you actually gonna see a lot of scenes, and the more you see it, the more it looks that you can tell that it's CGI, and that's the only thing.
All right.
Other than that, the acting was good.
Okay.
And if I didn't say it, of course, I said a little bit about the plot. The government finds out he knows too much.
Yeah.
And they send everybody to kill him, but nobody can kill him because he's the best. So they send his clone to kill him. And this is not a spoiler because the commercial actually gives a lot of the movie.
Of course.
They have several commercials out there, so if you have watched them, you know exactly what the movie is about. So it's not a spoiler. So don't hate me, don't get mad at me because I'm not giving you anything that you didn't already watch on TV.
Yeah.
But come and watch the movie, experience it for yourself, and this is what the movies were made for. Jerry Bruckheimer, as always, great action movie. It's just not one of his top movies.
Okay.
He has made some of the top movies of all time.
That's right.
And this is not one of them.
Yeah.
So don't expect it. Thank you.
Wait, before you go, you said I was mature. I'm going to prove how immature I am. You forgot to mention Ang Lee.
Yes, Ang Lee.
Ang Lee.
Most people don't know about Ang Lee because he has not made a lot of American movies. Most of his work is overseas. However, he did the Hulk,
right?
2003.
That's right. That no one appreciated.
He did one of my favorite movies in the year 2000, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That's right.
Which is an Asian film, but it was very had a great message, and it was watched in America. I think the first time I watched it was with subtitles. And then when it came out on DVD and Blu-ray, it had dubbing, but that's how Chow Yun-fat became famous and it was known by the American market. And then after that, The Replacement Killers and all the movies that he has done after that.
Right.
But nobody really knew about him until that movie.
Yeah.
Also, he did Brokeback Mountain. I never watched that movie, but I heard a lot about that movie, a lot of negative stuff about that movie. Everyone knows about it, so we're not going to go there.
It is what it is. But I wanted to bring up Life of Pi.
And Life of Pi.
That's about a tiger, right?
That's about a tiger. The special effects on that movie look real. Like,
all right, brace yourself for a closing joke, okay?
Okay.
This is in closing.
Okay.
My life is like Life of Pi because my wife snores like a friggin' tiger. I'll see you next time, baby.
It was. Wait a minute.
Okay.
That movie, if I'm not mistaken, it was that kid that was stuck in a boat with the tiger, and
Right.
the tiger didn't eat him alive.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
That was a movie it was about. Now I remember.
Right.
Because I did watch that movie. That was a very good movie. Again, everybody, thank you, and
Thank you, man.
come and watch the movie. The movie was good.
All right, awesome. I'll see you next time.
Next time.
All right.